sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Holmes returning from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. Oh, he fakes a spike. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. George Pickens hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hypocrite.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A good pickup there, a 22.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kyle Pitts, 37 yards. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here comes Reed. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Fields on 1st down.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Christian Watson.
25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 28-0.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Holmes returning from his end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On 1st down, Garoppolo.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Hey, come on.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Fields finds Pickens outright.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 32 on the play. To throw is Garoppolo. Got him in. It's Brown. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Here we go. Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And now here is another interception.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a gain of 35.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Rolling to his right.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Chris Olave
from 10 yards out.
And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half.
Prater for the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Man open left side is Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Tunyon.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play down.
He's got it at the 15. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets that big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Justin Fields. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point good by Prater. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Here we go.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
21.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And how about that for just running out the clock? The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Colts. Christian Watson. As the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 69 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. A play fake, now Fields to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Again, Fields. Caught on the slant. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time.
Hall has it knocked loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
21.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Fields on 1st down. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Troy Hill picks it. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect him.
Touchdown, Colts. Christian Watson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Holmes returning from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
Here we go.
But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
21.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
On 1st down, Fields.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Breece Hall,
47 yards.
and the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And some room to work.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here we go.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Here we go, here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? The man in motion is Brown. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. Now a give running left is Eckler. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that...
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
13.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
And he comes back with one complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Play action, Garoppolo. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he steps away. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now it's Fields.
They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And as this defense walks off the field,
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable.